Hello and good morning from our cabin at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort. I'm outside with Arlo, about to take him on a walk, and then start our morning making some breakfast, and then I think go into the pool. I'm just sitting out on the porch with Arlo, listening to the sounds of nature. I just heard a ferry boat over Magic Kingdom, too. We didn't hear the fireworks last night, but we also weren't really paying attention. Picked Arlo up so he could actually look around at the cabins and the woods and listen to all the birds and animals. But time to take him on a walk. He's heavy. We're now navigating behind our cabin, just exploring, walking through the woods. I have repeated this so much, but I love just how secluded this resort is. You can do it, puppy. Yay! Look at you. This would have been much easier not wearing flip-flops. But Arlo doesn't have any shoes at all, so I guess I can't complain. Look at that! Look at that puppy! He just hopped over a tree! Whoa! That's our cabin back over there, and I'm just pretty much letting Arlo dictate where I go right now. And then we'll head back to the cabin probably and start getting ready. Pretty much everything is packed up for the most part, which I try to do because I want to go to the pool, usually in the mornings on checkout day. So we ended up in another cabin loop, so riding back out of the main street and then back over to our loop. We've made it to the bus stop, which would be for our loop, which we have not taken and not needed to take because we've been using the golf cart, which has been phenomenally convenient. So this is a directory for Fort Wilderness, and the main areas are the Outpost, the Meadow, and then the Settlement. The Outpost is the check-in area, and then where you can take the buses to Epcot Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and Disney Springs. It's also where the horseback riding is. We are right here in Willow Way, the 2800 loop, so the closest loop possible to the check-in. We spent the majority of our time at the Meadow, going to the trading post. I want to go to the swimming pool this morning, and then the bike barn, the campfire sing-along, that's the dog park. And this is sort of the route that we took to go canoeing yesterday. And then the Settlement is where Hoop-de-Doo is at Pioneer Hall, and then Trails End, and that's where we took the boat over to Magic Kingdom. So we haven't really spent a lot of time at the Settlement. But again, that's probably because we are all the way over here, and then we also have a dog with us. And then this shows the different bus routes, the different colors that we could take. So we could definitely take the bus to get around, but it's a lot more convenient with a golf cart with Arlo. And then it takes so much less time to get where we're trying to go on property. All right, but we've made it back over to Willow Way, so now we're just going back to the cabin. And I'm finally validating just turning right into our loop instead of going all the way around. And here we are, back at our cabin, 2860. It's a nice little walk in the morning. We're gonna go back inside. Good boy. Start making some breakfast. Right, puppy? Was that fun? Did you have fun? Yeah, look at that tail. He's happy. Hey, Arlo. Do you want a blueberry? Do you want a blueberry, puppy? You like blueberries? Hey, eat your blueberry. Eat your blueberry. Why are you running away from your blueberry? You love blueberries. Okay, put it right here, whenever you're ready. So I spent the morning cleaning up from last night. I loaded the dishwasher, cleaned the sink, reorganized the counter space so it is easier for when we pack up and get ready to go. And I am starting on breakfast, so I've chopped up the vegetables here that I'm going to use. So tomato and onion and mushroom with spinach, so it's going to be sort of like a veggie omelet with cheese. I have the microwavable bacon and then the eggs, and I'm using these burners. Here are just two small little burners, but I have a skillet and a pan. So I'm going to put the veggies in here and the egg in here. I don't have any like cooking spray or butter, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. As well as like a spatula. Like they do have utensils to use here, but just we haven't been able to use like knives or spatulas. Like we made it work, obviously, and we probably could have brought our own stuff, but that's almost made it more fun. I also have some coffee over here going for Brennan. I was looking out of the window right now. He's been jumping up the couch to look out of that window, or jumping on the chair, mostly when we leave to look out of that window. I wanted to bring this candle. This is a fresh balsam candle, just because it smells like the woods, it smells like pine trees, so that has just been making just our cabin experience just that much more authentic feeling and enjoyable. Hey puppy, good morning. He still has not eaten his blueberry over there. No, so close. Arlo, eat your blueberry. Blueberries are delicious, puppy. He's just been waiting on Brennan to wake up. He's just been going over to the door and just laying down in front of the door. You like your mommy, don't you? So adding the spinach in here. And then just go covering this up. And then now adding the eggs back to the skillet. Perfect. So they do have like spatulas and spoons and some stuff to make. I already used the grill outside, but they just didn't have like serrated knives to use. Like they have these like kind of sharper knives back here, and that's pretty much what we made do with. But as far as like a long, sharp like knife, they didn't have that. And I also have some like extra stuff here to do the dishes, use the dishwasher, dish towels, and paper towels. So Brennan's awake. Good morning, Brennan.
Good morning.
And not to toot my own horn, but toot toot, because look at this. You see that, puppy? Look at this omelet. So cheese with onions and tomatoes and mushrooms and spinach, and then some bacon, and then a couple bowls of fruit here, strawberries and blueberries, and then some orange juice to start our day. Are you jealous down there, you little pup? Arlo's watching me from the window. So it's about 10 o'clock right now. Checkout is at 11 o'clock. I have to return the golf cart by 11 o'clock. But what I'm going to do is I'm in my swimsuit right now, and I have my Pluto bag because I'm going to go swimming just really quickly. I'm going to go down the slide. I try to do that if I can when we stay at a resort, to go down the water slide. And it's a very quick trip to the pool to do that, but I'm going to do that on the way to return the golf cart at the outpost. This has been very simple to operate. Switch it into reverse back here. And then back out. Oh no, there's Arlo in the window. And Brennan. Oh no. He's a little puppy. Now put it into forward. And then off I go to go swimming. I'm not going to record on the main road, but it's been interesting, just this entire construction process. And we're luckily very far away from where they're actually doing the majority of the construction, so it's been very quiet. I could head straight ahead to go to the Meadow Trading Post and park the golf cart there, but I think I'm going to go around the recreation area this way to park. So this is the swimming pool. Back over here, just need to park the carts where we did yesterday for Chippendale's sing-along. Here we are, cart parking. Just gotta find a spot and then run over to just go down the slide. This is where we got to see the campfire. All right, so I just parked literally right next to the campfire sing-along. This is where myself and Brennan and Arlo just kind of hung out back here behind the bleachers while the campfire was starting. We should have brought our s'mores here to I guess roast over the open fire, but we did not do that. The swimming pool actually seems very popular this morning. There's a place to eat and maybe get some drinks. Over here there's a ping pong table and a pool table. There's a hot tub over here, and then the pavilion back there, and the tennis court, and then a volleyball court and disc golf, it looks like, and then a playground. But this is what I am here to do. I am going to ride the slide, and I'm switching over to my GoPro. That's where I put my stuff down over there. It's a very simple slide, but I've just always wanted to go down this slide to say that I've done it. There's a pretty long line for it too, so it must be popular. You can see people canoeing over there, which that was so much fun to do. And there's like a splash pad over here as well. But this is the slide that I'm going down in just a minute. Probably like a 5-second slide. All right, but it's almost my turn. Okay. Woo! Yes, I'm finally doing this water slide. All right, and that's all I wanted to do. Heading back to my bag to return the golf cart. That was fun. Yes, I did the water slide. Okay. I don't have a towel. This is probably one of the busiest pools that I've been to at Disney. Over there's an arcade, and then the Meadow Snack Bar, which is not open quite yet. But I'm going back to the golf cart. Now it's soaking wet. Just to return it, gotta return the keys at the outpost, and then gotta pick up Brennan's car, and then take it back to the cabin. Last night, the new Fantasmic debuted at Disneyland. A lot has actually been happening at the theme parks because it is Memorial Weekend, which that's when the theme parks do everything because it's like the unofficial start of summer. But I'll get around to doing all of that because this weekend was very important. Around the corner is the bike barn. That's where we rented the canoe, and then heading back over to the campfire sing-along. They also have movies that they play over here as well. Brennan and I have done that in the past, but time to drive to the outpost. It should just be like a 5-minute drive. All right, the cart has been parked and returned over here at the outpost, and I'm just putting this into the key drop box. That's where I rented the golf cart over there. It was $70 for a 4-seat golf cart, and then it would have been $90 for a 6-seat golf cart. And then this is where I checked in. Right over here, they have some rocking chairs, and I'm heading to the car. And then this is just the entrance of Fort Wilderness. and then the general parking lot. I'm driving back to the cabin now, but over there is the bus depot, which will transport you to the other parks, as well as where you can do horseback riding. One last time, pulling into our loop here at Willow Way to go all the way around. This was absolutely, easily one of the best Disney experiences I have ever had in my life. All right, Brennan, we are all packed up and ready to go. The final stuff is just our celebration cake and then Arlo. But here's our room. Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort, our final stay in these cabins. We went ahead and made sure to put all the dishes in the dishwasher here and just completely try to clean the kitchen and made sure everything that we had was out of the fridge here and just tried to clean as best as possible because we want to try to make sure that we leave this place how we found it. I'm trying to take in like all the details of this day just one last time because it was a very, very important stay for us. And then the bedroom back here, which I think in the new cabins this is going to be changed where it's not up against the wall because this has always been sort of like the most obvious complaint about this is just the sleeping space here. But we had a great time. Brennan took a nap up here on the top bunk. Arlo slept every single night on the bottom bunk. This is the view that I never showed outside of our window here in the bedroom. And then these like just lamps here. There are bears above the bed. And then this art. Look at all that. Attention to detail there. I love the art so much. And then heading back into the living room. There's this picture from Bambi. And then this painting that I showed last night. These are incredible. Just a chandelier that is pretty low. Yeah. And then over here, like the bedroom had these lanterns. They're moose over here on either side of the TV. So did you have fun, Brennan?
I had the best weekend.
It was a pretty good weekend, wasn't it?
It was great.
Yeah.
Even outside of the proposal.
Yeah, I don't know. This was one of the most memorable, incredible Disney experiences I think that we've ever had.
Yeah.
And I just want to come back and do it all over again and more. So thank you for watching and supporting both of us. Just our entire relationship sort of culminating in this weekend, our proposal, and the adventures to come. And this is just, I don't know, it's difficult to articulate, but that's okay. Because it's just been the most personal, private experience, and then just being able to share that with you and your family, and then my family as well, and just all of what hasn't been on camera, obviously. Because again, I don't really know what I'm going to be putting in the video, because, and I had this sort of conversation with myself the entire weekend where I didn't want to film too much, but then I didn't want to not film enough to be able to remember this and revisit it in the future. But then obviously very personal moments and memories, you don't want to stick a camera in somebody's face.
And plus I ugly cried, so that doesn't need to be all over the internet.
Yeah. And I did film it. I filmed the entire thing, and I think that'll just be for us and our parents and family members that really want to see that. I'm nervous to look back on it because I had this whole poetic speech prepared, and I don't know if it came across as blundering or sincere.
And I'm nervous to see it because of the ugly crying and the, like, oh my godding that I did very loudly.
But just setting up the camera and then just trying to coordinating with your parents, the entire process of weeks that went into this specific stay that concluded with that moment.
This man pulled it off. I had no idea any of this was happening. I thought we were just going to have a fun, exciting weekend because we've been dreaming about bringing Arlo to Fort Wilderness for years, and then...
Which he did great too. And
he did wonderful.
I was so happy to start this weekend with that.
Yeah.
Because all that we did after that was just a continued just celebration of that. And I don't know, just cooking food on the grill and then just going around Fort Wilderness, renting a golf cart, which we've never done. I don't think we'll do it every time, but it was so convenient.
It was perfect for this stay, and like everything about this stay was just like a dream stay for us. So.
Right. One last day in Fort Wilderness, and what's I think kind of significant is our first date was at Disney Quest at Disney Springs, and then that
which no longer exists.
Doesn't exist anymore, and now we got engaged in a Fort Wilderness cabin, which pretty soon will not exist anymore either. But
maybe we can do like a
persevere.
Maybe we can do. I think maybe we could do an anniversary in one of the new cabins.
That'd be cool. I wanna stay there with like my parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we persevered.
Yeah. But as far as this cabin, just the wooden aesthetic of it, we did it, Brennan. We stayed here one last time, and now we need to go because it's a little bit past checkout time.
Yeah.
But
The
Arlo was
cleaning people have been like circling the
Arlo's
cabin.
been a good puppy.
He's been
Very,
great.
Back and forth between overwhelmed and then being very like sedated and relaxed with our presence. Thank you for watching, everyone. We're engaged. We'll see you soon. Have a great day.
Goodbye.
And goodbye.